Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 26 of Thaumcraft for Addons. We're here on the expansion that we're going to be planning to put the node bullying and all that fun stuff, the node workshop behind me. I did some work off camera preparing some of the materials for that here. I've got some node stabilizers ready to go, as well as some vase readers, remote comparators, and crystalline eyes as well, but I haven't followed rule number 1 of Thaumcraft yet. I thought I'd go ahead and do that on camera with these three. I've already done it with the node stabilizer. Let's head into here, get the Shadowbeam Focus out. Very awesome thingy. Throw these guys on the ground. You haven't used these things yet, so we'll be doing that stuff on camera. Just wanted to get a decent number of them crafted up. So what do they got? Okay, those are fairly similar actually, and then the crystalline eye has a bit of sensuals and retrails in there. Kind of what you'd expect. Now let's throw those guys back in there and save them for another day, because you guys in the comment section were saying that what we should do is actually kind of move away from the node bullying a little bit, because you think that might be a little bit boring for an episode. And so you guys gave some pretty good suggestions for what we should do today. So the first thing that we're going to do is head over to the Alchemy area, because in the last episode we unlocked crystalline brains. These are apparently fairly interesting. It sort of implies in here that what you need to do is make these things, craft them up in the crucible or thaumatorium, whichever you have, and then scan them with your scan stanitron, and that's probably gonna unlock some stuff around it if I had to guess. Anyway, I've got the material set up by the thaumatorium here ready to go, so let's throw the zombie brains in here, and I guess we'll get started. Okay, we'll do one at a time actually, just so that it doesn't accidentally make two. That would be a good plan. So let's get eye out of the way. Actually, I'll probably just go ahead and craft all of these things off camera really quickly, and I'll go ahead and scan them when I've got them all. Okay, all 6 brains have now been crafted. I unfortunately picked up a bit of flux phage there off camera as well, so actually let's look this way to boost the frame rate a little bit. Go ahead and throw those guys on the ground and do a massive scan spree. Sounds familiar, I think so. Alright, let's see, get entropy out of the way. Oh, new research, new research. That's how it's gonna work. Did I actually get everything? Okay, oh okay, you've got that thing kind of messing that up. I think I got everything? Not sure. Okay, well, hopefully we've got all the, I guess we just need to throw them on the ground to check, I'm not sure. Okay, I didn't get air, I was wondering. I think I got fire though. Yeah, okay, I got everything now, so that's a whole bunch of new researchers right there. That was pretty awesome, I've never had that before, so I guess... Yeah, okay, that's unlocked a whole bunch of stuff around the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hasn't actually unlocked... One of these hasn't actually unlocked. It looks like we've also... That's actually how we bridge over to these other items. Holy cow. Oh, okay, and it looks like you need to know about the vase reader to know whatever the heck these things are. So we have the Essentia Locus controlling the tide. Golemic Inhibitor, stop them in their tracks. Ooh. Signum Entia, counting sheep. Righto. The Nethermind, pulled from the ashes. And the Thermostatic Spire. Aerial refueling. Now that actually sounds really cool. If I had to guess, I'd say that that's a wireless refueling of the thingamajobberly. Oh, and something else as well. Actually, just now that we've got these sorted out, just let's see. If I head over to Thaumic Tinkerer, somebody else, they were also suggesting that we should pick up the Shadowbeam Focus. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Head over to the researching area. I pick up the scribing tools and paper. It's about that time to do another researching episode. Get the scribing tools and paper out. Right, Thaumonomicon. So you need to get this. That says, so the flavor text is guarded by an old man. Yes. Certainly hope not. That's actually black, isn't it? So it might be Periditio or Tenebrae. And it's Tenebrae. Okay. So it uses Prayer Contatio Alienis and Retium as well. Okay, let's see if we can get this research underway. It might actually be a little bit difficult. Well, we're going to have to use Periditio right here because we're already using magic down here. And then Alienis. I can't ever remember that one, so that's going to have to be Warkwas because we're already using Tenebrae right there. So throw that down, and then Warkwas could probably transition into I guess it's going to have to transition into Ire, actually, because again we're already using Periditio, kind of forcing our hand there, game. Okay, we've got this guy right here. We could potentially go straight to that, but I think not, actually. Perhaps we'll go a Potentio Auditor, could be a thing. Potentio Auditor, then I'm thinking we could go, like, through life, is what I'm thinking. So we'll go Arbor, like so, Erba, and then we can go Victus, throw some Victus down. Okay, that still hasn't generated the magic bubble. And then Sano right here, so that's those two linked up. Now we just need to connect across there, which we could probably actually rewire this a little bit and just do more to Us. I'm not sure if then this would be able to connect. No, those wouldn't be able to connect together if I did that. So I guess we'll just go Spiritus then, so we can go Spiritus more to Us like that, so that works just fine. And then this guy's going to have to connect to that somehow. So the only one left that we haven't used is Luke's, so let's throw that down. And then we're going to have to go something like Cognitio, probably. Yeah, so we've got up here and Cognitio. So again, that's actually a fairly optimal research there, no real problems with that. I thought that was actually going to be fairly hard, but Victus there, the aspect that saved the day that time. Very awesome. So the one focus Shadowbeam, Shadowbeams, that'd be kind of cool. Guarded by an old man. I wonder what the heck this focus is all about. So getting this didn't unlock anything new, by the way, but it says, you created a focus that shoots a beam of energy, damaging anything in its path while it's being fired. The beam has a decent range and will reflect off any blocks it hits as if they were mirrors. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it's actually like an actual beam. That's kind of cool. It uses 2 E-core, alright. It uses an arrow, a diamond, an excavation focus, as well as a distortion focus. Oh, and a shock focus too as the actual thing. This is actually pretty awesome. I think I've got all of that essentia. I think I've got a few spare pieces of E-core lying around. Let's just have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. They should be either in here or here. Yeah, I've got 3 pieces left, so I can actually craft this thing, actually. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be a good way to finish off this episode, isn't it? We'll busy ourselves with this for the rest of the episode. The one focus is shock, so that's going to be a tater. And then the excavation, that's an emerald. And then this guy... Oh, so we're going to need to make an uprising focus. Well, I'm going to go ahead and prepare these foci off camera, because that takes a decent amount of time, and I'll return once we've got everything ready to go for this actual infusion. It is dangerous though, so this could get a little hairy. Welcome back. The materials have been assembled. The essentia has been checked. Let's go ahead and plonk this guy down. It's going to be 6, right? Yeah, so we need to do our configuration like this. Have the distortion focus right there. Our second piece of E-core for some reason over here. So the first one's over there, then this guy's over here. That should be good to go. Oh, and by the way, now we actually need the thing to go ahead and focuserize, infuse in other words, the actual shock focus. Now you guys were also, I completely forgot to mention, and even just, and actually in general, the last episode I just forgot to rename my wands, this wand and the scepter. You guys gave some suggestions a few episodes ago, so I've gone ahead and implemented those here. We've got Bumblebee here, which is the name of just our itty bitty wand that we're carrying with us, just kind of going with some sort of Transformers theme that we've got, seeing as our primal stuff was called Optimus Prime. And then the one over there, we had another suggestion, so I renamed that scepter over there to Wand of Gods. So yeah, changing the name has actually really helped out in terms of actually being able to see how much Vs is inside it, because when the name was longer than, you know, the Vs that you can see there, it was kind of going off this way and it was too long, and yeah, it's a lot better having the shorter name. Really helps the usability. How is the Essentia doing? In goes the magic. This is a dangerous infusion, isn't it? And it actually seems to be pretty much perfectly stable. The reason that I can tell that, by the way, is that when you actually look at this actual runic matrix, the more that it's shaking around, the more unstable the infusion is, and that thing is actually rock solid right there. Some people may even say that I was cheating or something. No way. We've just got our normal candles underneath. Well, not even any sparks of lightning on our second dangerous infusion here. Wow. This is very impressive. Then go the materials. I'm really excited to try this thing out, by the way. It sounds really awesome. A beam that bounces off blocks. Unfortunately, it did just turn daytime, isn't it? So, yeah, that's not cool, but there we go. The first of two foci that are in Alchemy. The Shadowbeam Wand Focus. Oh, it's got purple text too. It uses quite a bit of vis, actually. Anyway, let's get our scan Stanitron out and have a look at the Shadowbeam Focus. Got a heap of stuff in there, lots of wheat trails. I guess that's thanks to the diamond, but okay. I'm very excited here. Let's go put on the Shadowbeam Focus. Oh, wow. That actually looks pretty cool. It's like giant bat wings. Are there any bad monsters that we can murder just to test this out? None in this sort of generic area of the base? That doesn't seem to be the case. Man, when you want a bad monster, they're not around. And when you don't need them, you know, they're just annoying you all over the show. Nobody down here, because thanks to the arcane lamps. Maybe there's somebody outside that we can mess around with. I guess we can just whoa. Whoa, okay. That's actually pretty dang huge, isn't it? Oh my goodness. What on earth have I created? It can't actually break blocks, can it? Yeah, so like, it does reflect. How many times will it bounce? It's bouncing twice there. We need to put it in like a tube, like right here. I don't want to hit my golems though. Or maybe I can do something like that. That is bouncing a lot. There is a cap, but it's, you know, might be like bouncing 6 or 7 times right there, if I guessed. But I actually want to see if I can damage something, which would be ideal. No bad guys around. Okay, I guess we might have to find some farm animals then to mess around with, huh? Let's see if we can spot some. Okay, or maybe we can do like, get 2 in 1, maybe. Okay, let's see. If I want to try and hit this dude and this dude, I actually use this dude for my buckets of milk. Now maybe I'll be nice. Oh, a chicken jockey, he'll do. Dead already. That is amazing. How much charge does it use though? Yeah, that's actually really fast. Wow, we've actually almost gone through 100 Autodor already. So, very powerful, but it uses a huge heap of vis. It's sort of something that you might, for example, want to take into the Outer Lands if you want to deal with the Eldritch Guardians, I believe. Yeah, if you want to take those guys on, something like this would be really good because, I mean, the Shock Focus, we've got that up to potency 4. We had the Primal stuff when we did that at the time, so that would have been potency 5 because of the Primal stuff buff. With this wand, it would go down to potency 4, but having said that, though, we actually do have this wand that has 1000 V storage. I mean, you know, you consider that as well. I mean, we've got the storage of Vs to support using this focus now, which is something that's fairly good. So you definitely couldn't use something like this with the Primal stuff because it just uses way too much Vs to make that a viable strategy. This is a pretty awesome thing. Okay, there seems to be a bit of a range on the bounce as well. Yeah. And it seems the only real downside is that it like floods half your screen with a black void every time you fire this thing. But yeah, that's definitely a really cool focus, and I think that's also a good point to end this episode on. We'll go ahead and check out what these crystalline brains have in store for us in the next episode, and we may even get the other wand focus here, Experience Drain, as well. But I would like to get started with the node bullying fairly soon as well. Perhaps once we've got all of your viewer suggestions out of the way, we can move on to that. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video.